all these deals you've done. So that was Putin, okay? So they want him surrounded. And if they had to, well, I'm sure lots of people have tried to take him out. I'm sure they have. But he's a smart guy, he's an old timer, he was in the KGB for God's sake. So I'm sure he knows one when he sees one. So if they can't kill him, then they're gonna try and surround Russia. They want to get back in there, okay? And I'm talking about the Zionist bankers, okay? When I was in New York, and I went to the 9/11, which I told you about, and I talked to people on the side, especially this one guy at the Russian tea room. He was the maitre d', he was running the Russian tea room. We had a long talk on politics and Putin and all that. And he said, what you're saying is absolutely true. That's true, that's the way it is. And he said, well, we just call it the Zog. I said, the Zog? What's the Zog? He said, the Zionist-owned government. Everyone in New York here, all the insiders, they just call it the Zog. That's the name. So if you go around talking to, especially people in New York, they're from everywhere else, because I still know people from the UN, I mean, so this is what they're calling it. I don't know what the other states are like, but the New York people are not stupid. So they want to isolate Russia, because look at all the sanctions. You can't have this, you can't have that. But that's another stupid thing, because Russia's got the gas and the oil and it gets cold over there. And he can do sanctions of his own. So this is what they want to do, though. And of course, in Syria, all this stuff going on in Syria now, they want to take out Assad. They want him gone, so something will happen to him. That's what they have planned. And they will be installing Rothschild banks and everywhere. Now, as I said, if they're going to base the phony Fed dollar, it's not on gold anymore. Gold, the real way to have an economy is, because I teach the monetary history, is your money should never be based on one thing. Your money, if you want to do it right, should be based on all the resources plus your people. That's called intellectual property. People perform labor and intellectual that help the country. So if you have your dollar, as far as the environment goes, it's just so simple, but there's no will. There's no political will. It's all about greed. Me first, I'm in the boat, shove off. If your dollar is based on all of your resources, like your oil, your gold, your water, which is worth far more than gold, your water, all of that, if your dollar is based on all those resources, you will have to keep those resources clean. Your water will have to be kept clean. Your soil will have to be kept clean, no chemicals. Everything that's a resource will have to be kept clean or be safe. If your dollar's based on all of that, but on an intelligent planet, it would be. It would be. And think of the millions of jobs to keep everything clean. Just to keep everything clean, think of those millions of jobs. But the people running this planet don't want that. We have enough food. We make enough food in a year to feed 10 billion people. Oh yeah. What the hell happens to it? It goes in dumpers. It goes in dumpers. It's not evenly distributed. Never. Money, see, their money is private. So you have to pay interest, so not everybody can have money. But money is just a medium of exchange, okay? And it's the best idea mankind ever had. It's for distribution of goods, including this crummy chalk, okay? the distribution of goods. That's what a medium of exchange is. All right? That's what it's for. It's not for people to make money on money. That's a very spiritual thing, to invent a medium of exchange. The Indians had beads because it's merely an instrument of exchange. It's actually spiritual. That's why the churches in the beginning said no usury. You charge interest on money, you're not going to be buried in holy ground. That is a sin. So we have the Rothschild crowd for 300 years now, and the crooked politicians who went along with them, and they have everything, and there's no equal distribution of food, even though we have enough for 10 billion people.